What is up, guys? Um, we're back with another trading analysis slash trading recap. If I take a trade, it is February 3rd, 2026. Let's get right into the price action at hand. I know we have news today, but we don't. I thought we had news today, to be honest. Maybe Tuesday wasn't a news day. I don't know. Anyways, on the daily time frame, kind of looks like I'm gonna push a tiny bit higher. We swept out Monday news from last week. Um, and then start printing a lot of bullish candles here. And we are right beside, on ES at least, this very juicy looking 4 hour gap, a 4 hour high. On NASDAQ, we're beside this 4 hour high, which are pretty good draws on liquidity. This we don't really need to go to because we already SMT'd it, but that would be my draw, or actually this would be my bullish draw, or this. On the hourly, on ES we have a gap, on NAS we don't. It is kind of tough to look at because we don't really have gaps to see if we're respecting or disrespecting. But I guess if you really want to look really short term, we do have an SMT on Asia highs from this to this, but we are currently disrespecting a lot of these 15-minute gaps. We inverse them. So honestly, short-term play would be market opens, tap into this 15-minute gap that will be a gap in 7 minutes, and then that's going to continue slower to what it looks like lower resistance liquidity on NAS, and then this swing low on ES, and on the 30-minute maybe. On the 30-minute, yeah, again, there's not really too many gaps to be playing off of, but yeah, we have this SMT as well, which is inside of a gap, which is sponsoring this move lower currently. And I don't think we really met our objective, considering that we're just inversing a bunch of gaps. There is a long scenario because on the very high time frame, I'm leaning more bullish. Long scenario, given that we come sweep this yesterday hourly intermediate low, which we already swept technically on ES, so we don't really need to go for it, but that would be my long scenario where we tap into that, sweep out Asia, push higher, but I think it's gonna be more reactionary today. As it's kind of hard to form a bias when there's not that many gaps to play off of, and currently just constantly we're disrespecting this hourly gap on ES, so I'm gonna lean more bearish here. That's as simple as I can put it. So off open, looking for something like this, bang. That would be the inversion I take. And then we can also take most likely a mech model from this intermediate low inside. Oh wait, no, not this one, because this one doesn't have any gaps in it, does it? Technically it does, but not a gap that I would really long off of. Honestly, this is not even that bad. Like, we're showcasing so much rejection from this. I do see us just being bearish off open though, so let's hope we get a nice little setup here. So let's delete this. Okay, I'll catch you guys if I take a trade or mid-trade analysis. What is up, my fellow brothers? I'm just gonna record and see what 10 a.m. does with you guys, but man, this is like the same price action as yesterday except flipped. We have this inversion right here that I honestly just did not like because we're not on a key level, unfortunately. 10 a.m. could open. I want to see us push inside this 15-minute because we've already dumped so many points. Like, again, 300 points. I want to see us retrace. And I do want to be more bearish now, like a lot more bearish. Because we had these low resistance lows on the 15-minute. We're clearly just destroying this first 4 hour. We're inside this first 4 hour. I mean this second 4 hour right here. But clearly we just want to displace lower. So I'm really hoping we generate, enter this gap, continue lower. I mean, technically, I would not be taking a trade off 10 a.m. open right now. Okay, we'll still wait for it to open. Hoping it opens higher, manipulates higher. Dangy dang. This first 5 minute here as well, but I'd want to see this 15-minute get tapped. I'd have low resistance below. I'd probably just be targeting a 1-to-1. Also, we had this 2-minute right here, which just looked so fucking weird, and also in that same price, like we had this 1-minute gap as well. That if I wanted to, it would be like technically the highest time frame inversion. So I just figured that shit. Solid fade, to be honest. Yeah, so 10 a.m. opens lower. I feel like we might not get a trade today based off this structure. It's pretty hard to trade when we're just dumping with like some bummy ass retracement. But clear, I think now it should be clear that we wanna be bearish at least to these lows. So now my job is to sit on my hands, be patient, and wait for a solid entry. So I'll catch you guys if I end up finding that solid entry. What's up, guys? This is another update. This is kind of what I was looking for on the 1 minute time frame. But we are not getting literally any sort of retracing, not even to like a 5 minute. We're just straight selling off, kind of similar to what we did yesterday. We kind of just pumped up the entire time. We're just doing the exact same BS. There is still opportunity though, because unlike yesterday, we still have these nice lows on NAS. But like I said, man, I need to see a solid retracement here. Ideally, it would be to this 15-minute gap because if this one opened, this would be too discounted to be honest. Um, Once we get some SMT out of it, be that bad. Other than that, yeah, I'm just still waiting here. Oh, I can probably take a mech. Nah, I'm seeing people take some like mech models, like for example, like this one right here. This is just stupid. I don't really fuck with mechs too much in general, but like um, my mentor said, first of all, the wick is bigger than the body, and two, I just don't see why we would randomly just reverse um out of nowhere. Like you're kind of just predicting what's gonna happen in the market, and we also had equal lows here. So I guess this would be a proper mech, technically. Um, this would technically be a good mech, but I would rather just wait for the short, to be honest. You would have to wait for this 2 minute. Yeah, you can probably take this as a mech, but I'm more interested in taking shorts now based off the structure. We clearly did not want to be bullish the entire market open. Um, If you're gonna take the smack, I'm just gonna be waiting for the short for what you're probably gonna be targeting. If this even inverses, I don't think it's going to. Yeah, but I would just take the opposing trade for this trade idea. Um, I'll probably, what's it called? I'll probably get back on next recording around 10:45. And then by 10:45, if there's still no trade, then I think it's GG's from there. There's not much we can really do after that. Because we did just sell off, I think, like 400 points off market open. Yeah. So it might just be another no trade day, but that's fine. Saving my capital for Wednesday. Yeah, solid news. Let's hope it's not one big ass trade candle to either side of the market. Okay, I'll get back on in a little bit. What is up, guys? Again, no trades today. I'm not gonna take this trade, bro. But yeah, there honestly wasn't any opportunity. There is more draws lower, but um, for me to take this, I really wanted to see at least this hourly get tapped into because we just opened up this fresh hourly gap, and then based off the rejection wick on the hourly for the previous candle, it just looks kind of scary. Um, so yeah, there honestly wasn't any trades that I would say were like a bad fade. This one was butt. This one was shit. This one could be good. I would only take it if it retraces here first. But I don't think we're gonna get that. So I'm just gonna call it a day and move on till tomorrow's day. Or wait till tomorrow's day because tomorrow is a very good news day. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. If anyone's actually watching this, I know this is boring as fuck because I didn't take a trade, but let's wait till tomorrow. Saving my capital on this funded account that I still have not passed. In order to take a really big banger in the next coming days, hopefully. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.